I just dropped my mic. Hello, good morning to today's vlog. I'm so happy that you're here. My name is Macy. Welcome if you're new. We are gonna do a nice little simple daily vlog. It is currently Monday. I'm at like 7:20 a.m. and we have a pretty normal-ish day. My girls are still asleep. They'll probably wake up here in like the next 15 minutes or so. We have a play date planned for this morning, and then we also have some stuff going on for the bakery. Again, if you're new here, I own a sourdough micro bakery, so I have a bakery in my house. And today I will not be doing most of the work. I have an assistant who's going to be coming and working on cookie dough and scone dough and some other random odds and ends for this week's pickup. I only bake once a week, so Thursdays are my pickup day, but we do a little bit of prep in advance. She actually normally comes on Tuesdays, but she is not available tomorrow, so today is the day that we're getting all that prep work done. And we just have some like random stuff to do around the house. I need to clean my bathrooms, which I really don't want to do, but I didn't get to do it over the weekend, which is normally when I do it. I have to go to the chiropractor and random things like that. I'm also in the middle of reading Air of Fire in the Throne of Glass series, so I'll probably read for a bit as well. It is so rainy and dreary today. It's actually raining right now. And what I would really like to do is just lay on the couch all day and cozy up in my big fluffy blanket in my reading chair that I'm sitting in right now. But alas, I am an adult, so I can't. That's okay though. It's gonna be a good day and I'm excited to bring you guys along with me. So I don't even know what I'm gonna do next. I'll probably go back into the kitchen. I'm testing some flour today as well. The brand Sunrise Flour Mill sent over some flour for me to give a try, which is very kind of them, and I'm testing it out this morning. So far it feels very nice. I'm excited to use it. I've heard a lot of great things about this brand of flour. So I have some stretch and folds to do. I'm just making 3 loaves with the flour that they sent. So we will do that, make some breakfast. I'll probably make eggs and sausage and toast, which is like pretty much what we eat for breakfast every day. We typically eat like eggs, some sort of breakfast meat, and sourdough toast. So we're gonna do that, and then we will get on with the rest of our day. We were supposed to go to the park for a play date this morning, but I don't think that's gonna happen. So either we're gonna reschedule it, or maybe we'll go to, like, maybe they'll come here or I'll go to them or something like that. So we shall see, but let's get on with the day. Let's do it. It's so dark in here. I have 2 separate bowls going because this bowl is just using their bread flour, and
are you talking to me?
No.
Oh.
This bowl here just is using Sunrise Mill's bread flour, and then this smaller bowl has bread flour and a little bit of whole wheat flour. Just wanted to test and see what the outcomes would be for both. Also, if you're interested in my sourdough recipe, it's really so dark. Can you even see me? Barely. If you are interested in how I make my sourdough, I do have an ebook. I'll link it down below. It includes my classic sourdough loaf recipe, but also my sandwich loaf, my sourdough cinnamon roll recipe, and then also my brown butter chocolate chip cookie recipe, which these are all the recipes that I use in my actual bakery. So they're super detailed, and I think that people who are brand new to sourdough can be really benefited by it, but also if you have some experience, there's some good tips and tricks in there as well. And the main thing I teach there is how to use dough temperature to your advantage when baking. So that's why I have my handy dandy thermometer here to track the temperature to see how long I need to ferment my dough for. So I'll leave that linked below. Surprisingly, my girls are still sleeping. It's 7:40, which is very late for them. So I'm gonna take advantage and get started on breakfast before they even wake up. which is so nice. My poor girls were so overtired after the weekend. They got to sleep over at their grandparents' house, and then we had like a full beach day on Saturday. And my youngest, she's gonna be 2 in just a few days, and she skipped her nap for the first time. And then we had church yesterday, and it was just, yeah, a crazy weekend, and they were so exhausted. So I'm so thankful that they're actually sleeping and getting a little bit caught up. So I'm gonna make some breakfast. We're gonna do eggs, scrambled eggs, breakfast sausage, and I'll toast some bread as well. And that should get us started for a good Monday. Good morning, my friends. I was not planning for this vlog to be more than one day, but here we are. It's the next day. Yesterday ended up taking just a turn for the worse. I ended up having to say goodbye to my childhood cat, and that was really sad. And so we were just in our feels yesterday, and honestly still am today, but that's why this vlog is going to be multiple days long, because sometimes life happens and you just have to roll with the punches. We did have a good prep day yesterday. We got all of the things done for the most part. My assistant was here, like you guys saw in the morning, and so right now I am working on some other bakery stuff. I'm pre-measuring all of my flour for tomorrow's dough day right now. I also have my oven on. Sorry if you can hear the background noise, because I tested some new flour yesterday, like I mentioned earlier, and I'm gonna bake those loaves up. And then I have one reel that I have to film today. And I also am hoping to get some computer work done. I mentioned yesterday how I have my ebook, and I'm actually writing another one right now, and I'd really like to knock some of that out today as well. So I'm gonna keep pre-measuring all of this flour, and I'll take you guys along as I'm able today. I'm gonna pop these loaves in the oven. These are the loaves I was testing the new flour in. These two are just with Sunrise Flour Mill's bread flour, and then this one is a mix of bread flour and whole wheat flour, which is what I typically do for my loaves, but I just wanted to test out some options. So let's stick these in the oven. am about to do some cleaning. I need to clean the bathrooms upstairs. My husband's behind me, terrorizing me. Or in front of me, I guess, behind you, behind the camera. I'm gonna clean the bathrooms upstairs, and then we're gonna go to a coffee shop to work for a little bit. My sister-in-law she leaves her college, her freshman year of college in the end of summer. And she's been helping us throughout the summer, just especially as we've moved and stuff, getting our feet under us again, and also just giving her lots of extra time with our girls before she leaves. So she has them right now, which is kind of nice. I'm gonna get some work done at the coffee shop. I also have this like pot of soup going on the stove. I really struggle with lunch, and I'm sure that people can relate. It's definitely my least favorite meal of the day, and I never know what to eat, and I feel like whatever food we have in the house I never want at lunch. So I tried making a big pot of soup. We'll see how that goes. I oftentimes want something like warm and nourishing, and I have a hard time like piecing together like a balanced meal. Like I want carb, protein, fat, like veggies, something like that. So I just threw potatoes, chicken, and mixed veggies into some bone broth, and it'll be really nourishing and good. So I have that going, and we'll package it up for the rest of the week, but I'm gonna get to cleaning the bathrooms, and then we need to pack up and go to the coffee shop. I started using bench press.
Bench press. I started a bench press.
I started using Branch Basics for all of our cleaning supplies, and I really love it. I highly recommend. So it cleans very thoroughly, and I love that it's just one like solution that you dilute to different levels for different types of cleaner. So I am thoroughly enjoying it. Hello my friends, I just got back from the coffee shop with my husband. It was a good and productive time. We tried out a new little coffee shop near us. Like I said, you guys know, we just recently moved. We've been in our house for, I think exactly a month today. Is today the 29th? The 30th. It was a month yesterday. And so we're still exploring the things that are around us, and there's this adorable little coffee shop. It was really tasty and great vibes. Loved it. Got a lot of work done. I am working on a resource right now on how to start a micro bakery. So that's kind of high up on my list. I'm also starting a newsletter, so I worked a little bit on that. And we're home now. So it's like 2 o'clock. Yeah, 2:03. And I'm working on labels for my pickup this week. What I really want to do is spend the next hour reading my book. I'm reading Air, Fire, and the Throne of Glass series by Sarah J. Maas. And that's really all I want to do. But being an adult is hard, and I want to be able to be present with my girls once they're awake, so I'm trying to get this work done. I have to take my older daughter to the chiropractor at 3:30. She's in her quiet time right now, and then I'm making tacos for dinner, and I might go to an event tonight. I'm part of like a small fellowship group at my church, and we're doing like a little craft night tonight, but I'm feeling very tired after such an emotional day yesterday, losing my cat, and just generally feeling like kind of down about it. Don't really feel like going out, but we'll see. Maybe it'll be good for me. I also have to wake up at 3:30 in the morning tomorrow because it's dough day tomorrow. So I go to bed very early on Tuesday nights. So we'll see what happens, but right now I'm just writing out the process date on all of my labels. Gotta stay up to code, all that fun stuff. So that's what I'm doing now. Hello my friends, it is again the next day. It's currently Wednesday, which is my micro bakery dough day. So this right here is 25 loaves of sourdough bread that we are going to shape. I'll give you guys a satisfying little dodo. Nice and clean. If your dough is proofed properly, it should slide out of plastic bins like this really easily. So just a little pro tip. I didn't really intend for this to be a multiple day vlog, but that's just kind of how it goes sometimes. Yeah, today is dough day, so it's currently 10 a.m. and I have been up since 3:30. That's when my dough days start. They have progressively started earlier and earlier as time has gone on because I just keep making more and more. So today I am preparing 95 loaves of bread, which is a record for me, and I'm just really thankful that I get to bake for so many people in my community. It's really fun. So this week I have classic sourdough loaves, sandwich loaves, and Greek loaves that have olives and feta cheese in them. That's my specialty. And then I always offer brown butter chocolate chip cookies and a monthly scone flavor. So this month's scone flavor is a campfire s'more. So that's gonna be fun. Pickup is tomorrow, so we're gearing up for that. My assistant is here today, aka my sister. Oh, and here's a baby. Hi, Junie. How are you? Oh, big yawn. Having my sister as my assistant was a huge blessing because she definitely helps me with my girls on specific days. So typically I'm able to let my girls chill with me while I do a lot of this stuff. But on dough day specifically, when I'm shaping like right now, it is very helpful to have somebody, just an extra set of hands. Yeah, this mama's dough. No touch, okay? This little one right here is going to be 2 tomorrow, which is absolutely insane. It's like, it feels like an absolute lifetime ago that she was born, to be honest, and at the same time I'm like, how in the world do I have a 2-year-old little baby? And my older daughter, she's 3.5. My girls are exactly 18 months apart. So we're preparing for her little birthday tomorrow. We're having... Hi! You saying hi? We're having a little birthday party with her, for her, with some family and like our closest friends and stuff in a couple of weekends. So that'll be really fun. We got her a very fun birthday present. She can't spell or really understand what I'm saying, but we got her a BOUNCE house. So I'm so excited to give that to her tomorrow. And for her birthday, she is having a Cinderella themed party because our little one loves Cinderella. June, do you like Cinderella? Yeah. Yeah. So what my dough days typically look like is mixing in the morning starting at 3:30, and then late morning, early afternoon is shaping, and then also my assistant will start baking cookies and scones this afternoon, and then we'll let those cool and then we'll package them. I bake all of my scones and my cookies the day before because they still are very, very fresh for pickup the next day, and also I just don't have enough time to bake all of this bread and all of the cookies and scones the morning of pickup, so I found that this schedule works really well for us. A little reading update for you guys as well. I'm still making my way through Air of Fire, which is the, I don't know what book it is in the Throne of Glass series, somewhere in the middle. And it's really, really good. I'm not very far into it. I'm probably like only 120 pages in, which for a book that long is not very far in. But if you've never read Throne of Glass, I cannot recommend it highly enough. It is so immersive in the world. It's like, it just sucks you in, man, and it is so good. I'm really enjoying it, and I'm really curious to see where the story is gonna go from here because I genuinely have no guesses. I don't know. I really don't know. I mean, like, I have some guesses about a few things, but like, it's crazy that we're this far into the book, that I'm this entertained, and that I still feel like I barely know what is gonna happen. And it's also like a romantasy, so there's a romance in this book, But I couldn't even tell you who's gonna end up with who yet. Like, I actually don't know. For our main character, I could have multiple guesses, like 3. And yet it's still like so heartwarming already, and it's just so good. I really do love it a lot, so I am enjoying that. To give you a little insight of what I'm doing here right now, I am measuring out each of my loaves so that they weigh the same amount. My recipe makes loaves that are 815 grams each. The way that you find that amount out is you just take all of the ingredients in your recipe and add them up. So take the amount of flour in grams, plus the amount of water, plus the amount of starter, plus the amount of salt, and that total is however much your final loaf is gonna weigh. So if you're trying out bulk baking or something for the first time, you would just add up all your ingredients and then divide it by however many loaves you are making, and that's how much each loaf should weigh. I find that this size is really good. You don't want them to be too big. I've even had some people complain, like especially like maybe single people or small households who can't get through the whole loaf. So you don't want it to be too big, actually. I think that people would almost prefer like a more reasonably sized loaf so that they can actually eat it all while it's still fresh. But you also don't want it too small. You want it to be worth the time and money. I think I've mentioned this before in a previous video, but after moving into this house that we just recently bought, I now offer multiple pickup locations as well. So that's really exciting and has definitely been growing my business. It's been really exciting and fun just to see it expand. So it's definitely a lot more to juggle, but that's also part of me hiring my assistant. She also started after we moved into this house. So it's been a lot of really fun and exciting changes for my business, but I am thankful for each and every step along the way. I feel like where the mic is, I'm giving you guys like bread making ASMR. Sorry if that's super unnerving to some people. Also, I don't know if you guys can notice in the camera, but my shorts are just covered in dough. And you know, I own multiple aprons. Am I wearing one? No. Couldn't tell you why. Actually, it's kind of because it's summertime and I feel like I get really warm with an extra layer of clothes on me. So I just like, I'm less inclined to put an apron on. But that's okay. It's just dough. It comes out. I always have dough covering like every inch of my body after a dough day. So it is what it is. So after I pre-shape all of my loaves, I let them bench rest for like 15-20 minutes, and that's just so that the gluten structure can relax before I shape it, because if you try to shape it too soon after the pre-shape, it'll start to tear and stuff like that. So I'm gonna let this rest. I don't cover them, but I do sprinkle them with flour just so that it doesn't get crusty on the outside. Okay, that is 25 out of 95 loaves pre-shaped. I'm gonna end the vlog here. Thanks for spending a few days with me. Please subscribe down below if you are interested in following along. Give this video a thumbs up, leave a comment. All of those things really help my YouTube channel and allowing YouTube to recognize it and push it in the algorithm. So thank you for being here. Thank you for your support. Make sure to follow along on Instagram as well, where I post a lot more micro bakery content and just like daily life updates in my stories. So I will see you guys in the next one.